What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another True Warrior guide for anyone struggling with these three maps. We've got the Assassination of Zhuo, we've got the Sishui Gate battle, and the Hulao Gate battle. Three stages for you guys. We're going to go through what I did in order to beat them, my setup, all that good stuff. You guys have questions for me, let me know down below. Let's go ahead and jump into the first stage with the Assassination of Zhuo. So Assassination of Zhuo is a pretty scary stage. They basically took the Dead by Daylight approach, and we've got monstrous Lu Bu slowly approaching you. Definitely get your heart racing a little bit as he raises the hair on your ass as he chases you down at a slow pace, but my god. Anyway, so Jiaxu and Zhang Liao are the targets for this challenge. As you can see, or as you guys know on the map, they block two doors for you to easily access the next parts of the level. If you can defeat them right away, and you can do that fast enough, by all means do that. I haven't personally tried that out. This is the way I did it, and it only took me the one time to do it. So what I did, first of all, my loadout is the same as all my other videos I've done so far. You can use whatever weapon you want. I got my Wellspring Gem, my attack and defense boost accessories, and then I've got my two braveries, my attack boost, and the meat buns. And then whatever weapon you choose, I'd recommend having a strong battle art so you can melt down officers quickly, especially the first one, and Jiaxu and Zhang Liao. So jumping into the map itself, of course we got Lu Bu chasing us down, Cao Cao is following us, we have no companion. So for the first guy here, if you are struggling getting past him and Lu Bu's catching up to you and killing you, I'd recommend popping either your bravery, your attack boost, whatever else you're using. Use one of them so you can get through this character who's a Hufang. Get through him as fast as possible so you can get a nice head start away from Lu Bu. So once you've done that, you're going to go ahead and go to the eastern side with Cao Cao, breaking through the shield people, killing the three people there. I think Dong Min's in the treasure room. And then you're going to make your way down as fast as possible to the jail cell. You're going to skip past the defense captain that's there, or the other, whoever that is. You're going to go kill the person that is guarding the gates, the jail cells, so that way they can come out and provide a distraction for you as fast as possible, because that will allow you to hold up Lu Bu for a little bit, buy a little extra time in order to kill Zhang Liao and Jiaxu. So once you do that, you're more than welcome to go to the front area and help out the people who are attacking those people. I think I went and did that for a quick second, and then I made my way back. I was going back and forth trying to figure out what exactly I wanted to do, but I'd recommend going straight to Zhang Liao, going back the way you came, run past Lu Bu as fast as you can, and then once you make it to Zhang Liao, either pop your first one or the second bravery or attack boost in order to push through as fast as possible as you can. I did my bravery on Zhang Liao so I can spam my strong battle art for the spear. Once you've cleared Zhang Liao, you really don't need to worry about the other officers. If they're still alive, you can kill them if you want, but remember, Lu Bu, that man is walking towards you, and we don't want him to catch us. Now, unfortunately for me, when I'm fighting Jiaxu, he actually ends up catching up to me. I don't think he does anything too significant in terms of damage, but he is there, and it is quite the scary thing to do. There are some meat buns when you get up to Joshu's area, so if you are struggling with your meat buns, you can go ahead and grab a couple to replenish the ones that you lost. But for me, I had my True Muso, I had, still had bravery left over and attack boost. I had my Encourage tactic. If you guys aren't using that, definitely recommend the Encourage tactic in order to bring down Jiaxu's morale a little bit, doing a little extra damage, especially the people around him. You can get some of those other officers off of you and nip those nuisances in the butt. That is a tongue twister and a half. Anyway, so once you get through Jiaxu, Lu Bu came up to me as well. If he does reach you at any point in this level, try to avoid him. And when you use a strong battle art, see if you can hit him. Not to clip him and do damage. If you can kill him, hey, more power to you. But I would recommend doing everything you can not to fight him, because remember, you have Cao Cao following you, and with the damage that Lu Bu outputs along with his AoE, it's not a matter of your character dying, he's going to end up killing Cao Cao pretty easily, or at least that's what I would imagine what would happen. Anyway, Jiaxu goes down. Once you kill him, you can go through the area where Jiaxu was guarding, or you can do what I did. I went back towards the main area in the middle, and I went through that door, so that way I could buy myself a little bit more time from the walking Lu Bu, and he can run into the troops that are there that you let out earlier, and then again give you more time in order to get through Gao Shun, who is blocking the exit to your escape point. Get through the shields as fast as possible. Once you kill them and Gao Shun, the escape point should open up, and then you can just chill there as Xiahou Dun and Xiahou Yuan come out the other side. And once Cao Cao crosses that little area and goes in next to you, you should have completed the mission and got the challenge completed. Moving over to the battle of Sishui Gate, definitely a tough battle, probably the toughest out of the three, which is weird to say because, fighting Lu Bu was also pretty tough, but I think I fought him so many times now, I'm getting used to him. And plus that's not even the strongest version of him, so maybe that's what made it easy as well. Looking into the battle of Sishui, so it did take me a few tries. I did fail my first one because I noticed I only had 12 people left. And of course the challenge for this one, for those who don't know, is having 13 people, 13 officers on your side surviving by the end of the battle. In terms of my loadout here, I did change it up. I did take out one of my bravery for a morale boost, because at least the first 2 times I did it, when that morale drops after Huashang kills those NPCs, it really does a number on your forces. So any help you can get with the morale, I would suggest taking a morale boost if you want to, in order to soften that blow a little bit, maybe buy a little extra time. All right, so going into the battle, first thing you want to do, you're going to run past the first base that you're at. Your allies are strong enough to deal with that on their own. There is really no reason for you to waste your time there. I would go straight towards the A zone. I don't know if it's A for everybody, but the top right zone right before the little castle. And I would take out the general there, the one who doesn't have, he's not souped up. You can clip him really, really quickly. For me, I would stay in the middle of the area. I would forego helping Sun Jian. And even Yuan Shu, I would go so far as to not help, because they are going to take away from the core middle part where most of the other officers are. When I started out, I started by trying to find as many of the non-souped up characters as I can and either weaken them enough to where I could leave and my allies can kill them, or I kill them myself. If you watch the tip video, you'll know I talk about clean sweeping areas. For this map, this is where that tip comes into play, because you do not need to clean sweep every area that you go to. I highly recommend that if you do enough damage to them and you hit them, like if you are going against one of the souped up ones that have a morale boost or a courage boost, right? If you down them and do a significant amount of damage and they're down to like 50% health, 30% health, I would leave, especially if another area is struggling. If you see A struggling and you're down at C, you know, I would hit them real quick, go back over to A, do some damage, and then run over to the next one. And then constantly look, because so Sishui is hard because you got to constantly look on your map and at the actual game itself, because you want to keep an eye out for those teardrops. Those teardrops is a sign that an ally officer is struggling and that they're below, I believe, 50% health.
To be as far as we come.
As long as I am here, Sishui Gate will not fall. Have at you.
Too strong.
Is that all you have to offer? Bring out the next sword. Impossible. You can't be human. Is it over already? I expected more from the coalition forces.
Got this. Warning! The enemy officer Huan Xiong is laying waste to our forces. What? But it's just one man.
Typical of Lord Huan Xiong. Let's take this opportunity to attack.
Begin advancing.
All my might.
I can't die in a place like this.
We cannot hold out for much longer. Game! Take this. You're the best ally that one can ask for. We fight.
This appears to be as far as we go.
It's not working out. Was my training not enough?
We follow your command. Give us your orders.
Curses. My reign cannot end here.
The battle is growing ever more strenuous for us. We must seek a solution.
Each of them was desperate to claim glory for themselves, only to be routed. I suppose
The enemy
numbers
officer
alone are not
has
enough.
been defeated.
Retreat for now. The rest is up to you.
Our allies appear to be disorganized. Since we have greater flexibility, we must step up to support them. The enemy officer has been
You
defeated.
must fall back.
You're outshining everyone else. I must study and learn your ways.
That an officer? You must be kidding.
No way. I'm gonna lose? Gotta appreciate having you around in a pinch like this.
almost makes me emotional.
And then to finish the map, I would recommend just for a smooth playthrough for the rest of it, because once you clear the middle part, I mean, you're kind of, in my opinion, I think you're kind of in the clear to get the challenge pretty easily. But just in case, I would recommend capturing that base where Liu Bang, Guan Yu, and Zhang Fei are, and then capturing the 2 bases on the top, right? Because every time you capture a base, your morale goes up, right? Morale is super key. If you don't have great morale, then your allies will not be able to fight well by themselves, right? But once that's all cleared, they're gonna wait until you're ready to charge with them. I would go down and help lead the base group, get that last base, get some more morale, ambush the unit that comes in, kill them, and then you can rush in with either Guan Yu or the main force, and then carry on with the rest of the battle as normal. And you should have a good amount of people left, at least 13. It was a bit of a trouble. I think it was the hardest one out of the 3, but we eventually got it done, and we're going to go ahead and move on to Hulao. All right, Battle of Hulao Gate, the challenge. Like to do is dirty out here. It's going to obviously be to defeat Lu Bu. Luckily, this isn't the most difficult Lu Bu, so it isn't too much of a headache with this one. My companion I select for this is Xiahou Dun. Now, for my loadout for this one, the only thing that's different is that I chose the strongest weapon that I have. So if you've played, I think it was in Chapter 1, I think the last battle in Chapter 1, which is the final battle with Zhang Jiao. Once you beat him, you get the powerful Lurking Luan. That's what I used to fight Lu Bu. It's also a great weapon that has a very strong battle art with the Divine Eagle Dance. It's really a battle art that I like to spam in order to do very good damage. It melts characters' fortitude so fast, even on the hardest level. Going into the battle, I think the first part is pretty straightforward for you guys. It should be pretty simple. You guys, at least with Xiahou Dun, you start on the right side or the top side and clear out those bases, get everybody cleared out. Zhang Liao comes down. Go ahead and kill him as well. He shouldn't be too difficult to take down. My allies ended up charging in without me. Usually you can get them all to charge in together, but Sasa and their group charged without me. I took on all the bases, and the beginning part of this is really easy, and you are ready to now start fighting Lu Bu. So Lu Bu comes into the middle of the group. I really don't engage him until he jumps down to the area where 3 brothers are waiting. So if there are straggling generals around, I think Zhang Ba was by himself. I went to go fight him, and which might have been a mistake. You guys can potentially forego that if you're trying to do it a little bit more efficiently, so you don't have to waste any meat buns. But I kept getting hit by Lu Bu because I wasn't paying attention to where he was, so I ended up popping more meat buns than I wanted to. And then the battle with Lu Bu. The battle with Lu Bu was pretty difficult, I would say. It only took me 1 try to beat him, but it was pretty difficult. I had to get a little lucky and really I think I used pretty much everything in order to beat him. Both of my braveries, my attack boosts, everything in order to get this guy dead as fast as possible. And the one thing you don't have to worry about, which I did, and I ended up wasting my rage mode because I thought Lu Bu was going to have a true ultimate Muso at the end of his life, like he does in Shopee. But he doesn't have that for Hulao, so you don't have to waste your true Muso on that. You can use it earlier if you want, or save it for later, or save one of your items. I really didn't need to use it with him on this battle. Be careful not to panic with characters, your true Musos, or like using your character swap. So I'm using the bravery boost, but there was an instinct that I almost had to switch over to Xiahou Dun because I was getting mocked. Like, he almost killed me. I had to use all my meat buns in order to survive. But if you're having that instinct, fight against it and use the true Muso or the character when you are not using anything else, right? So maximize all of your items because you just never know with this monster. But if you'll notice during this part as well, I actually go back to where Lu Bu jumps off and hit him with another volley of arrows. And I use my tactic again, the encourage one, right? I don't think it actually drops his morale or maybe does anything too significant, but it makes me feel like I'm doing more damage potentially. So use every advantage you can. And I use my rage mode in order to try and preemptively get ready for Lu Bu's true Muso thing, but he didn't use it, so I was like, oh, I guess you don't need it. Just keep that in mind. You don't have to waste it on that if you don't want to. And then, yeah, once he's dead, you have completed the objective. You can continue the rest of the map normally. I mean, once you beat him, the rest of the map should be pretty easy and straightforward. If you guys want a full guide on Hulao, let me know. But the challenge itself of defeating Lu Bu, I think, was relatively simple. It really relatively easy, especially after you play Shopee. There's no level like Shopee. I mean, yeah, that's pretty much all I have for the video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Another 3 challenges done. I think they're relatively not too bad. Honestly, I think the Ram one we did earlier with, I think that was what, Wan Castle. Wan Castle has been the hardest challenge for that one. Was I had to really restart a few times in order to make that work, but I'm not looking forward to Chibi. I'm not looking forward to Shopee. We're gonna see how those maps go. I'm gonna probably really I mean, we got some doozies coming. We got some doozies coming. Anyway, guys, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, definitely appreciate a like, comment, or subscribe. Let me know what you guys are struggling with down below. Did you guys find this easy, hard, difficult, all that stuff? Let me know down below, guys. Appreciate you all, and I will see you all in the next video. Thanks for watching, everyone.